in the previous session, we have gone through the studies of zeros of a polynomial. We have already discussed about polynomials and the definition of polynomials, what are polynomials, and what is the zeros of a polynomial, that also we have understood. Okay, when we say what is zero of a polynomial, to find out the zeros of a polynomial, what we do? We simply do, like if px is one of the polynomials, then we equalize it to 0, and whatever value we get for x, that after equalizing it to 0, whatever value we get after solving it out, that value becomes the zero of the polynomial. Understood? And also you have to understand that it is also known as the root of the equation. Okay, whenever we find the zero of a polynomial, it is also considered as root of the corresponding equation. Okay, so this is how we have understood that how to find the zeros of a polynomial. Now in today's session, which is session number 22.2, and this is about remainder theorem. Our next topic will be remainder theorem, and this is going to be discussed today in our session. Okay, and as you know, we have completed 21 sessions for the chapter of algebraic expressions, which we have done on the basis of recap, which we have started for the classes 6 to 9. Okay, it is just a recap series which is going on, and still it is going on, but few of the topics of this chapter, for example 22.1 onward, whatever session is there, it is all about class 9th students. Okay, so after once it is going to be again in recap series, I'll be letting you know that from where 6 to 9 students can watch again. So those who are watching from 6 to 8 class students, they can move on with other sessions, so that they will not waste their time here, because this is especially for the class 9th students. Okay, so let's start with our remainder theorem today, and let's understand what actually is this remainder theorem. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to Aakaar maths classes, and we are undergoing through a series of sessions for the chapter algebraic expressions, and right now we are dealing with polynomials of class 9th. Okay, so let's start with our topic, remainder theorem. Okay, so we know that for general division, okay, when we are talking about remainder theorem, let's talk about general division. Okay, when we divide any number by other number, what happens? That the dividend always becomes equal to, we just always, you can see, you must have read about it in classes 6 to 8 also, you must have gone through this, that dividend is always equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Isn't it? Is it or not? What if I write it in full form? I can write like this, that dividend, okay, dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So this is what we have seen always whenever a number is divided by any other number, and there you can find out that whenever a number is divided by other number, it gives you the solution, and that solution is known as quotient, and whatever is left out is known as a remainder. Okay, and ultimately dividend becomes equal to what? When we want to check whether our division is going correct or not, we just find out like this, that dividend is equal to quotient into divisor, and we then add the remainder into it. If remainder comes 0, in that case we say that, if remainder becomes 0, in that case we say that divisor is the factor. We say that divisor becomes the factor, exact divisor. Okay, divisor is said to be exact divisor, and then in that case it becomes the factor of the dividend. Okay, for example, if we take a simple number, say if it is 12, and if it is to be divided by 3, in that case we say that this is divisor and this is the dividend, and if we divide it, you will get here 4. 3 4 is 12, and when you're going to subtract, you'll get 0. What it shows that this is divisor, this is quotient, and this is the remainder. And if you want to check, you simply check by what? You do like this, dividend is equal to, let us check whether you are getting 12 or not. This is dividend, so let us see whether you are getting it by this relation, you are getting it or not. So divisor into quotient plus r, this is what we have to check. Let's see. Divisor here is 3 into quotient here is 4 plus r here is 0. So let's see what you are getting. You are getting here 3 into 4, that is 12, plus 0 is 12. So isn't it equal to dividend here? It means you are getting dividend, which is correct. Okay, so this is what we have been looking at our divisors and dividends when we go for divisions, right? The same thing we will apply in case of remainder theorem. What we are going to do, we'll just see that we are having two of the say polynomials. Okay, say we are having two of the polynomials where px is one polynomial. Suppose you are having one px, okay, and say another polynomial is gx. Okay, you are having say two of the polynomials with you, and the degree of px, okay, say degree of px, okay, it is greater than the degree of gx, okay, degree of gx. Then in such case, in this case, what we can do, we can find two other polynomials. What we can do, and also one more condition is that if gx is not equal to 0 and gx is not equal to 0, in such cases we can find another two polynomials. Okay, what we can do, we can find other two polynomials. We can find other two polynomials. Okay, what polynomials we can find? Other two polynomials, say qx and rx. Okay, qx and rx, such that the degree of qx and rx is less than that of the gx. Okay, understood? We have to find, we will be finding, if you are given with px and gx as two polynomials, and here if px, the degree of px is greater than the degree of gx, and also gx is not equal to 0, in such case, okay, in such case we can find two polynomials qx and rx such that px will be equal to gx into qx, okay, and plus rx, where this rx will be having, where this rx, is having the degree of this rx is going to be less than the degree of gx. Understood this much? Okay. Actually, if you have understood this, it's okay. And if, let's see what actually in generalized form this remainder theorem states to us. Okay, so let's first have this remainder theorem, and then I'll be explaining further to you. So how to generalize this remainder theorem. Okay, let's write it. Okay, so what actually is remainder theorem is, just a minute, yeah. So see, in remainder theorem, actually, if you are given with a polynomial, say, you can write that for any, for any polynomial px, okay, for any polynomial px, okay, for any polynomial px of degree, okay, of degree greater than gx, okay, greater than gx, okay, for any polynomial px of degree greater than gx, there exists, okay, it is greater than gx or even equal to, okay, greater than gx or equal to 1. Okay, either the degree will be greater than gx or it could be equal to 1. The degree could be equal to 1. Okay, there exist, in such case there exists, this is the symbol of there exist. Okay, there exists a real number, okay, a real number, say a, okay, say a, there exists a real number a such that, okay, such that if px is divided by, if px is divided by linear polynomial x minus a. See, what we are saying, that there exists a real number a such that if px is divided by linear polynomial, okay, where we are involving this a, okay, so if linear, if this px is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder becomes, then remainder is what? Then remainder is p a. This will be the remainder. This is going to give you remainder. Understood? What it is saying, that for any polynomial px, if you have any polynomial px of, and its degree is greater than gx, okay, or maybe equal to 1, in such cases there exists a real number a, okay, there exists, मतलब एक real number ज़रूर exist करेगा a, इस तरह से कि if px is divided by gx, by, sorry, if px is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder is going to be pa. In such case, you will get the remainder as pa. What is pa? Now a here will be what? If I am saying a, this real number a is going to be 0 of this linear polynomial. If we are considering this a, it means a will become what? It is actually 0 of the linear polynomial. It will be the 0 of the linear polynomial. That is why if it is 0 of the linear polynomial, that is why x minus a, if you are going to put 0, you are getting what? X is equal to a, which means that this is either you can say it as root of the this one polynomial, root of this polynomial, or what, or 0 of this polynomial. So this one, this we are talking about this. So this is going to give you what? It is going to give you the value of remainder as you are going to put this value, if you are going to put this value of x in place of polynomial, in place of this equation, this expression of polynomial, you are going to get what? You are going to get actual remainder of that polynomial without solving it out or without dividing it out. Are you getting my point? क्या करना है, यू आर गिवन विद अ पॉलिनोमियल पी एक्स, एक पी एक्स आपको एक पॉलिनोमियल दिया जाएगा, तो इस तरह से उस पॉलिनोमियल का डिग्री अगर वन से ज़्यादा है या जी एक्स से ज़्यादा है या इक्वल टू 1 है, तो ऐसे केस में, ठीक है, जहाँ पे, सॉरी, इट इज़ नॉट देन जी एक्स, इट इज़ ग्रेटर देन 1, आई एम सॉरी, इट इज़ ग्रेटर देन 1, ओके, और इक्वल टू 1. सो इफ़ द पॉलिनोमियल, अगर पी एक्स की डिग्री जो है वो या तो 1 हो या 1 से ज़्यादा हो, इन दैट केस एक रियल नंबर इस तरह एग्जिस्ट करेगा, एक रियल नंबर इस तरह होगा जो कि अगर इस तरह होगा कि अगर पी एक्स को हम x माइनस ए लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल से अगर हम डिवाइड करते हैं तो रिमाइंडर क्या आएगा? पी ए आएगा. और अगर रिमाइंडर पी ए आएगा, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि पी ए कैसे आ गया? पी ए का मतलब क्या हुआ कि इस x की वैल्यू जो है, सॉरी, इस x की वैल्यू को हमने जब x माइनस ए इक्वल टू 0 किया, यानी 0 ऑफ द इस लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल का जब हमने 0 निकाला तो x माइनस ए इक्वल टू 0 कर दिया, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि हमें किसी भी एक्सप्रेशन का अगर 0 निकालना है या रूट निकालना है तो हम उसे इक्वल कर देते हैं 0 के, और फिर जो वैल्यू आती है वो दैट बिकम्स द रूट ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल और रूट ऑफ द एक्सप्रेशन. तो यहाँ पे इस एक्सप्रेशन का रूट क्या हो गया? a. और अगर हमें रिमाइंडर पता करना है तो हम उस कंडीशन में जो रिमाइंडर आएगा वो क्या हो जाएगा? पी ए। तो जब हमें अगर ये x की वैल्यू हमें पता चल जाती है a, इसका मतलब इस a को हम पुट करते हैं इस पॉलिनोमियल में, इस इक्वेशन में, एंड वी गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ रिमाइंडर। ठीक है, दैट इज वाई वी आर सेइंग हियर दैट पी ए बिकम्स द रिमाइंडर। एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं तो आपको और क्लियर हो जाएगा। लेट्स ट्राई टू डू वन क्वेश्चन। ओके, लेट्स ट्राई टू डू वन एग्जाम्पल एंड देन इट विल बी मोर क्लियर टू यू। ओके, so let's consider one example. Okay, we are going to consider one example. Say you are having px, the value of px suppose is equal to, say you are having x cube minus 2x square plus 6x plus 5. Suppose you are given with this type of polynomial with you, and say you are having gx as x plus 1. Okay, now what is our purpose here? We have to find that remainder is what. Okay, ठीक है. So according to remainder theorem, okay, what we are saying, according to remainder theorem or by the statement of remainder theorem, if you are given with polynomial and the polynomial is having degree greater than 1 or more equal to 1, so you can see the polynomial is having a degree greater than 1, right? Now in such case, if you are having, there should exist a real number, there should exist a real number such that the root of that real number, such that x plus that real number, okay, such that x plus a, okay, there exists for any px as what it states, what remainder theorem is stating you, that for any px there exists a real number a such that x plus a is going to x minus a will give you, when you are going to divide it by x minus a, in such case you will get remainder as, remainder will be equal to p a. Okay, it means that if you are given with x plus 1 as your linear polynomial, okay, so let's see if what will be the zero of this linear polynomial. Okay, so for finding out the remainder, we are going to see what polynomial is, what root is going to be of this polynomial. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to find, we are going to equate it to 0. Okay, equalize it to 0. So it will give you what, if you are going to do it, x plus 1 is equal to 0, right? So this implies you x is equal to minus 1, right? Now this x, this becomes the root of x plus 1. Okay, this becomes root of x plus 1, or you can say gx, root of gx. Okay, and since this is root of gx, or you can say even 0 of, okay, you can say 0 of gx. Okay, so this value you are going to put in what? You are going to put in this. Okay, when you are going to put in this, what you are getting? The value of px for x is equal to minus 1. For x is equal to minus 1 will be equal to what? It is going to be equal to p minus 1, which is equal to what? Simply you put the value in this. So it will be minus 1 cube minus 2 minus 1 square plus 6 minus 1 plus 5. Let's see how much it is giving you. Minus 1 cube is equal to minus 1, then minus 2 and minus 1 square is plus 1, and then minus 2, it means minus 2. Here it is minus 6, then you are having plus 5. So you will get what? 6. These two are having the same, these three are having the same sign. It means you are going to add them up. So 6 plus 2 8 plus 1 9. 9 minus 5 is giving you minus 4, है ना? इनको हमने ऐड किया तो 9 आया, माइनस का साइन था तो माइनस 9 आया, माइनस 9 और ये प्लस 5 है तो हमें सब्ट्रैक्ट करना होगा, विल गेट 4, और जब 4 हमने किया तो बड़े वाले का साइन यानी इसका साइन लग गया, यानी माइनस लग गया. ठीक है, तो हमारा रिमाइंडर क्या आ गया? रिमाइंडर इज इक्वल टू -4. अंडरस्टूड? आ गया समझ में? हमें क्या करना है, सिंपली अगर हमारे पास कोई भी, क्या कहता है रिमाइंडर थ्योरम? रिमाइंडर थ्योरम ये कहता है कि अगर हमारे पास कोई पॉलिनोमियल गिवन है और वो पॉलिनोमियल अगर उसकी डिग्री 1 या 1 से ज़्यादा है, इन दैट केस वी विल हैव वन रियल नंबर ए सच दैट, एक रियल नंबर ए हमारे पास ज़रूर एग्जिस्ट करेगा या एक रियल नंबर ए ज़रूर ऐसा मिलेगा जिसका लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल फॉर्म यानी x माइनस ए फॉर्म if it is going to use as divisor for the given polynomial, in that case the remainder will be PA. Okay, what will be the remainder? PA. ठीक है, समझ में आया? एक और हम एग्जाम्पल करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, so let another example, say example 2b. Suppose you are given with px is equal to 4x cube minus 12x square plus 14x minus 3, and suppose your gx is given by say 2x minus 1, and you have to find remainder. What is your remainder? Okay, you have to find the remainder when px is divided by gx. Okay, here px is to be divided by gx. In such case you have to find what is the remainder. Now here you can see the degree of this polynomial is what? It is 3. It means it is greater than 1, right? If it is greater than 1, there exists what? There exists one real number such that that real number, when the root of that such that x minus a, okay, there exists a real number x minus a here, x minus a, such that if it is going to become a divisor for this polynomial, in that case PA will be the remainder. So if this states that here gx is equal to 2x minus 1, it means that you will have a remainder as. So to get remainder in this case, what we will do, we will first find the root or the zero of this gx. Okay, this polynomial, this is we know that this is the polynomial, linear polynomial with degree 1. So let us find first of all what? We'll find the value of, we will find the root of this polynomial. So it is going to be what? To get the root, to get the zero of this polynomial, what we do, we just make it equal to 0. So gx become equal to 0. It means 2x minus 1 will be equal to 0. So the value of x will be what? 2x will be equal to 1. So x will be equal to 1 upon 2. तो ये जो x की वैल्यू हमारी यहाँ पे मिली, ये क्या है? ये रूट है, ये 0 है, रूट ऑफ द gx. ये gx का रूट निकला, या ये कह सकते हैं कि ये जीरो ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल gx है. ठीक है, किसका? gx का, मतलब इस वाले इक्वेशन का, इस वाले इक्वेशन का ये क्या है? 0 है. अंडरस्टूड? अब ये 0 जब निकल गया, इसका मतलब है कि हमारा जो इस वाला जो ये जो एक्सप्रेशन दिया हुआ है, ये जो इक्वेशन दिया है, व्हाट इज द रिमाइंडर फॉर दिस? देन इट मीन्स दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट, और यू कैन से दैट दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट रिमाइंडर ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन, रिमाइंडर ऑफ दिस एक्सप्रेशन और दिस इक्वेशन इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? इट विल बी इक्वल टू PA. It means it will be equal to P half. Remainder will be equal to P half. Why half? Because half is the root here. Okay, half is the 0 here. So we will get remainder as P half. So let us check. Okay, we'll have a check for this, whether it is giving you or not. If it is going to give you, in that case what you are going to find? You are going to find, not check, you can say that let's find the value. Now let's find the value of remainder. This is how you are going to get the remainder. Now we are going to find the value of r. Now value of r means value of remainder for what? For this px. For px at x is equal to half. ठीक है, इस x की वैल्यू हाफ पर, इस वाले वैल्यू हाफ पर हम इस px की वैल्यू निकालेंगे, जो कि उसका रिमाइंडर कहलाएगा. यानी कि हमें क्या करना है? विल जस्ट टेक p half is here, so we will write here p half, and we'll just put the value in place of x. We'll put value what here for this equation. Okay, we'll put what? We'll put half in place of x. So it is cube, then plus, sorry, minus, So many mistakes I am doing today for sign. Minus 12 half whole square, then plus 14 into half, and then minus 3. So wherever you are having cut cuts, let's see, 4 into, and this is 1 upon 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 to the 4 to the 8. So it will be 4 upon 8, then minus, this will be 12 upon 4, then plus, this is going to cancel out, so it is 7 and minus 3. Okay, now what? So this one will be half, and here it is going to give you 4 3 times. It means you are getting what? Half minus 3 plus 7 minus 3. It means you will get what? Let me, what to do? Should I do here? चलो मैं इसको यहाँ पे कर लेती हूँ, so that it will not move more from here. So it is going to give you what? It is equal to half. Okay, and minus 3 will give you minus 6 plus 7. Further it will give you half and plus 1. So you will get answer as 1.5 or 3 by 2. So what will be the value of remainder? 3 upon 2. This answer you will get when you are going to find the value of remainder for this polynomial, for this polynomial when gx is provided with 2x minus 1. So this is very simple to find remainder when the two of the polynomials are provided to you, where one polynomial is your dividend, the other polynomial is your divisor. In such cases we can find remainder very easily with the help of this remainder theorem. Understood? So I hope you are clear with the remainder theorem, and will come up with factor theorem in our next session. Till then, stay tuned, keep watching, just share and subscribe the channel. Till then, take care, bye bye.